Hello, everybody. This is New Jersey All-in-One Resources. I'm Ralph Gonzalez.
And I'm Gabrielle Zoizo Mayer.
And here we are speaking to Rosemary D'Alessandro, who's the president of Joan Angela D'Alessandro Foundation, jonesjoy.org. Now,
Yes.
we found out a lot of good information, and what we want to do now is the specifics. Like I just mentioned, your website is jonesjoy.org. And I know if you go on that website, you can see a lot of visuals that have been held, how to donate, a picture of Joan.
Would you be able to give us some
The book,
information about the book?
Yeah, I see. Here's the book.
Oh, she's on the book. Oh my
Look at the book.
God.
Now,
Very nice.
this book, right? This is not a photo. That's a drawing
Oh my
by
God.
Wow.
someone that donated their artwork,
Mm-hmm.
a 22-year-old.
That's a big book. How many pages?
This book has a lot of pages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It has about maybe 800 something.
wow.
It has pictures. It has, see, but the picture, the book is called, right? The Message of Light
Mm-hmm.
amid letters of darkness.
Wow.
These are the letters of darkness. I'll show you. There they are.
Oh, wow.
Letters of darkness, written by Jones Killer to a
Huh.
pen pal. 325 letters in this book.
Wow.
So
How long did it take you to write this book?
Well, I started in January of 22
Wow.
and assisted by John.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, awesome, very, very big help.
Yeah.
And then John and Michael being an assistant also.
Yeah, I just want to point out that John and Michael, they are your sons.
Yeah, Michael is my oldest,
Mm-hmm.
and Michael is the more technical one,
Mm-hmm.
and John is the one that's more into psychology.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that helps me with a lot of the practical things, everything.
Yes. Yes.
And then in this book, you see, because I said, bring the book out, I'll tell you about the book. You see, there's a letter, and it's a
Mhm.
certain day, right? And then what I'll do is take that letter, right? Here's some letters. Let's see. This book
So-
is heavy. This book is 6 pounds.
So
It
are you
weighs-
saying that you received letters from jail?
No, the pen pal. He was writing to
Oh, I see.
pal.
I see.
and
I
someone
see.
gave us these letters at one of our yard sales in 2008.
Oh.
Now I could not keep them because I didn't want to keep them. I
Mm-hmm.
gave them to the parole board. And the parole board used it for information, for new information to keep the killer in prison longer. You see? Because each time they come up, you need new information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
So
see.
here, all this work here in this book, making the letters be real clear and still be authentic, that Michael took many months to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I see in this book, you can see the mind of a killer as well. Like you could
Yes,
see,
yeah.
and maybe what people need to be careful of if they see that type of dialect within people that they know, within schools. But yeah, what you've done is you've described the mind of a killer.
Yeah. Here's a letter, right? Here's a letter, right? And then I write about it. And I go into first the summation of it, then my comments on it, and then the paralleling of what was happening in my life at that time.
Okay.
So you see, it's two lives.
Yeah.
You have a life of a killer,
Mm-hmm.
of a little child, and then you have the life of the mother of the child. Okay?
It's very unique. Very unique.
So this book I never saw a book like this.
Mm-hmm. So what did you get out of this? Because you finished with the book, right?
I just finished this morning.
So how
Wow,
do you feel?
congratulations.
Congratulations.
I
How do you-
finished, but it's always going back and forth. See, we give them our corrections, but I just finished. We're almost, maybe this was the last correction going over to the publishers. And it was interesting. It had to do with the heart that was found on the day the killer died. And it was a heart-shaped rock at the site where she was found on the day the killer died. And my last words had to do with I talk about like he physically, he took her, but every other way she's around, and the light will go on forever. Go on forever. Those are my last words that I did.
Yes.
Have you had any other experiences that you can see she's around? Like on the day he died, you found a rock, and sometimes people say that the lights going up, the lights turn
No,
off.
I don't have that. No, but I have it. I see signs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been so many signs that really show me that you got, continue this work. Okay. Because see, I deal with health problems. I have myasthenia, neuromuscular, and autoimmune.
Oh.
And so it's the fatigue I have is almost like, you got the COVID and it's like fatigue. And then the next minute, another fatigue. And the next minute,
Yes.
another fatigue. And then maybe you're fine for half hour and there's another fatigue. So I could get that, and I don't know, it fluctuates. So, and meanwhile, I'm supposed to be having a like a yard sale or something, right? And then you'll see something that I will just be able to manage, even though maybe the day before nobody might know it, but I was doing all these things. I had the fatigue, and then okay. Every 5 minutes. So what do you do fatigue? You can't do too much work. You just do regular, little things.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So the signs, I believe the major sign is why I focus on what I do. And that's a very good question that you asked me. I like questions like that. Because they're spiritual questions. And I believe very much, in my faith and all the spiritual. So what happened was Joan died on Holy Thursday. She was found on Easter.
She died on Thursday and she was found when?
Holy Thursday. She
Holy
died.
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
She
So it
was
was
murdered
Holy
on
Week.
Holy Thursday.
Okay.
And she was found on Easter, right?
Oh, wow.
And then you have Joan, who she is. You have this very, it's like a child that you never met like this, that she was like just pure joy and pure spunky, but pure and kindness. But she had this strength about her, and she was like really bright, and she was caring, very compassionate, but she had something about her that just joy was there. There was a spirit of joy all around. Okay, so you have Holy Thursday, you have Easter Sunday, and then you have Joan. So about 2 weeks after she died, I said, "Wait a minute, Holy Thursday, Easter, and those are days that I really, in my faith, are really super days." And then I said, "Oh, there's a message here, and it's a good message, So I'm going to look for a sign every day." And when I was looking for a sign every day, guess what? It got to be even healing, right? Therapy. It was a therapy. because God was my psychiatrist. That's what happened.
You have strong faith. I really admire that and I appreciate it.
Well, you know, but not like that I feel self-righteous. I don't like all that, you know, all that.
Mhm.
It's just like the way you see, the way I do. So
Mhm.
anyway,
Okay.
so I was thinking, and one day I look for a sign, the next day I look for a sign, and when I found the sign, I was so happy. And this was when I was healing, you know, the grief. And that's the way I looked at things. I didn't look at things like that before.
Mhm.
And that to me, I said, you know, there's going to be a sign of this is hope. There's something hope with this. I mean, Holy Thursday, Easter, and June, hope. And then I found it in 93. That's what I found.
In 93, you found the sign in 93?
That's when I started the movement.
The
and
movement.
That was the sign.
Mhm.
That was
Yes.
that was the message. I was supposed to start the movement.
Mhm.
And then I started this movement.
That's beautiful.
And I
Yes.
love signs. Oh, I look for signs. You know,
Mm.
it's beautiful.
And you started the movement by getting the letters, putting it out
I
there?
started the movement on September 30th, 1993, and we had a vigil with about 1,500 people at the park in Hillsdale. I got the letters in 2008, and in
Okay.
2008 he was eligible, and that was a very big fight to keep him in.
Okay.
It was almost close for him to get out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and then he was a serial killer.
Oh, he's killed before? He killed before?
John Douglas went with John Douglas, the criminal profiler that has like 9 chapters of John's story in his book. Killer Across the Table says he was a serial killer.
Oh.
But he did. But we don't know if he killed anybody else.
I see.
His profile was one of a serial killer.
Mhm.
I think that people need to know. There's so much. There's so much story here.
Wow. Well, thank you. You've been a wonderful guest to have on New Jersey All-in-One Resources. And we wish you the very best. And maybe in the future we can speak again. How would you like that?
Oh, sure. That would be great.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right then. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.